In a high-pressure American ballet studio, where 5 talented but divided young ballerinas prepare for the prestigious International Ballet Gala in Budapest. Despite their skill, constant clashing egos threaten to tear the group apart. Bones is a tough, street-smart runaway who earned her solo spot through raw talent and discipline. Princess, a spoiled and entitled rich girl, resents Bones for taking the spotlight and constantly targets her with insults. Chloe, a gifted deaf dancer, refuses to be treated as fragile and relies on visual cues and sign language, while her protective sister Zoe often interprets for her. Grace, a deeply religious girl, struggles to keep the peace within the group. Their instructor, Miss Thorna, tries to maintain order, but tensions boil over when Princess deliberately interrupts Bones during practice. After rehearsal, Princess confronts and provokes her, leading Bones to punch her before storming off and quitting. Outside, Thorna calmly reprimands Bones, reminding her that Princess's mother is funding their trip. Bones apologizes, and Thorna urges her not to give up, emphasizing that the Budapest performance could change her life. The next day, after travel delays and chaos, the group finally arrives in Hungary and boards a bus to Budapest. The journey is tense, filled with arguments over roles and personal conflicts. Deep in the countryside, their bus breaks down during a heavy rainstorm. With no signal or help nearby, they are forced to continue on foot through the woods. As they leave, the driver ominously mutters that he hopes the wolves spare them. After a long trek, they find a sign pointing to a nearby hotel and eventually arrive at the Eerie Termok Inn, a once grand, castle-like building. Inside, they are greeted by a man named Osip, who offers them shelter. The interior is surprisingly elegant, decorated with old ballet memorabilia and hanging point shoes. Chloe briefly locks eyes with a young boy singing on stage, while Thorna insists they need to reach Budapest quickly. Osip introduces Sona, who offers to dry their clothes. With no spare outfits, the girls change into their performance costumes while waiting. The inn is run by Devora Kasimer, a theatrical and reclusive former ballet prodigy. She welcomes them warmly and promises to arrange transportation to the city, offering drinks and a place to wait out the storm. Meanwhile, a man named Pasha, son of a local crime boss, arrives with his men to collect money from the bartender, hinting at the inn's darker connections. Soon after, Chloe's hearing aid malfunctions, leaving her disoriented. Wanting to use the restroom, she is taken by Miss Thorna. Inside, Thorna hears disturbing cries and discovers Devora and her men torturing a young man by burning his tongue with a heated iron. Horrified, Thorna rushes back for Chloe, only to realize she is no longer with her. Downstairs, the girls hear a pianist playing one of their familiar routines and begin practicing. Though hesitant at first, Bones eventually joins in, and their performance draws attention from the crowd. However, the moment is disrupted when Princess once again interferes, preventing Bones from dancing properly. When Thorna returns, Pasha makes a sleazy advance toward her. She retaliates by kicking him in the groin, impressing Bones. But as Thorna tries to warn the girls that they need to leave, Pasha suddenly shoots her in the head, killing her instantly. Bones is shattered at the sight. Devora quickly steps in, attempting to calm the girls and promising that everything will be handled. Princess demands the police be called, and Devora assures her it will be done. She then orders Osip to take the girls to a safe room in the basement while they sort things out. Bones attempts to escape but is chased outside and knocked unconscious by a guard. She is brought back in as Devora locks down the building. Meanwhile, Zoe, Princess, and Grace are taken to the basement and locked inside. Princess continues insisting on calling the police, but Osip instead gives Grace what appears to be candy, which leaves her drugged and compliant. Elsewhere, Chloe exits the restroom and encounters Artyom, the same boy she noticed earlier. They briefly connect, with Artyom realizing she is deaf and Chloe admiring his tattoos, before he leads her away. Devora orders Pasha's men to dispose of Thorna's body and calls Pasha in for a private discussion. Pasha claims the shooting was accidental. Devora points out that the ballerinas witnessed everything and could expose him. When Pasha suggests killing them, she refuses, for now, insisting they need to learn more about the girls since they are Americans. It's then revealed that Devora has secretly recorded Pasha killing Thorna. She uses the footage to blackmail him, declaring she will no longer pay the debt owed to his father. She even takes back the money he collected and dares him to call his father if he wants it returned, something she clearly intends to provoke. Later, Bones wakes up tied up and sees Sona interrogating Grace, who, under the effects of the drug, reveals that no one knows their location and no help is coming. Bones tries to stop her and pleads with Sona for help, but Sona refuses, remaining loyal to Devora. Back in her office, Devora calls for a doctor. While downstairs, Pasha's men begin to realize that Devora has turned against him and taken control of the situation. Sona informs Devora that Grace has revealed no one knows the girl's location. Shortly after, Devora catches Chloe with her son, Artyom, and immediately pulls Chloe away. In a secluded room, Devora begins operating on Thorna's body, removing the bullet from her head while guards burn her passport and belongings outside, erasing any trace of her identity. Meanwhile, Bones manages to free herself by twisting her arms forward and loosening her restraints. She checks on Grace, realizing she's been drugged, and forces her to vomit some of it out. Ossip returns with the girl's belongings and, after dropping them off, approaches Grace with disturbing intent. Pretending to still be tied up, Bones quietly prepares a hidden hairpin. As Grace, still hallucinating, panics, Bones suddenly attacks, stabbing Ossip in the eye. He fights back, but Bones overwhelms him, and during the struggle they crash into another room where Zoe and Princess are being held. A brutal fight follows. Though Ossip nearly overpowers Bones, Grace intervenes by throwing a nearby tool, distracting him. Seizing the moment, Bones delivers a powerful kick that sends Ossip onto a sharp object, killing him. Downstairs, Devora deliberately keeps Pasha and his men drinking, trying to weaken them. Back in the basement, Bones urges the group to escape, but Princess argues they should have waited for the police. Bones shuts this down, reminding them that Thorna is dead and no help is coming. The girls finally realize they are witnesses to a murder and won't be allowed to leave alive. Bones pushes them to stay calm and think like disciplined athletes. If they want to survive, they'll have to rely on themselves. Soon after, Devora's doctor arrives. Devora reveals her plan. After removing the bullet, she intends to have Thorna's body mutilated, teeth, eyes, and fingerprints removed, and plans to do the same to the ballerinas so they can never be identified. Meanwhile, Pasha, eager to prove himself, orders his men to kill the girls. Back in the basement, the ballerinas search for a way out while Grace continues to panic under the effects of the drug. Suddenly, they hear men approaching and quickly hide. 2 drunken guards enter, searching the rooms. Bones reassures the others that the men's condition gives them an advantage. They arm themselves with whatever they can find from their bags and prepare to fight. The guards soon discover Ossip's body and realize the girls are nearby. They locate their hiding spot and attempt to force the door open. When one guard gets too close, Bones stabs him in the nose with scissors. The second guard breaks in, but the girls swarm him, stabbing and biting until he drops his weapon. The fight intensifies as the injured guard recovers and pulls the scissors from his face. Princess tries to attack from behind, but he throws her off. As the fight continues, Zoe grabs a gun and fires wildly, forcing the men to release Princess. The girls regroup and fight together. Bones pulls a hidden blade from her shoe and moves with deadly precision, slashing through the attackers. Though briefly knocked down, she recovers as the others join in. Grace, pushed to her limit, finally snaps and stabs one of the men, turning the tide. Bones then uses the blade in her shoe to slit the last attacker's throat, ending the fight. Realizing the power of their hidden blades, the girls arm themselves and prepare to escape, until Zoe reminds them that Chloe is still missing. They refuse to leave without her. Princess argues they should escape and return with help, but Zoe insists they find Chloe first. Frustrated, Princess splits off on her own while the others search. They find Sona and force her at knife point to reveal Chloe's location. Meanwhile, Devora learns the girls have escaped and begins interrogating a wounded guard. Elsewhere, Princess sneaks through the building and accidentally discovers the doctor mutilating Thorna's body. Horrified, she slips away and encounters a guard named Saber. Thinking quickly, she lies about looking for Wi-Fi, and he lets her go. The others finally locate Chloe in Devora's office, surrounded by ballet costumes and memorabilia. Zoe tells her about Thorna's death, but Chloe struggles to believe it. When Bones finds a gun, they try to convince Chloe to leave. Still confused, she hesitates, but Zoe ultimately carries her out. They regroup in the kitchen, where Princess, shaken, reveals what she saw the doctor doing. Now fully aware of the danger, Chloe finally understands, and the group commits to fighting together. At the same time, Devora orders all the criminals in the building to hunt down and kill the girls. She also confronts Pasha, revealing that his men are dead and he's now alone. Desperate, Pasha calls his father for help. In the kitchen, the girls prepare for another attack, arming themselves and reinforcing their shoes with blades. When Saber enters, Princess is discovered and dragged out, but she fights back and shoots off his hand. The girls attempt to escape but are intercepted and forced into the main bar, surrounded by armed thugs. Upstairs, Devora retrieves a hidden stash of explosives. Back in the bar, Bones rallies the group. They must fight as one. As the attackers close in, the girls begin moving in sync, turning their ballet into a weapon. The battle erupts, and they cut through the thugs with speed and precision, taking them down one by one in a brutal, coordinated assault. Bones and Princess briefly fight side by side in a synchronized rhythm, while Chloe shatters bottles and uses them as weapons, even saving Zoe from Artyom before letting him go. When a gunman appears, Zoe rescues Chloe just in time, and the girls use a Molotov cocktail to take him out. Spotting a window, they attempt to escape, but Sona intervenes, and Saber drags Princess back. In the chaos, Sona accidentally shoots Saber. Bones and Princess quickly eliminate Sona, clearing the path. Bones orders the others to escape while she holds off the remaining attackers. As they flee, Devora confronts Bones. Bones tries to fight but runs out of bullets. Devora overpowers her using her prosthetic leg and holds her at gunpoint. Pasha emerges, but Devora shoots him in the leg, revealing his father was responsible for her losing her own. She then takes Bones back to her office and ties her up. Outside, the remaining girls hesitate, worried about leaving Bones behind. Inside, Devora reveals her past. How she was once a promising ballerina until her father's death led to her leg being amputated as punishment. Her dream was destroyed, and everything she's done since has been to get revenge on Pasha's family. Preparing for one final performance, Devora puts on her old ballet costume, admiring herself in the mirror. Meanwhile, Pasha's father, Lothar Markovic, is on his way with armed men. Back in the office, Bones struggles to free herself as the doctor enters, preparing to amputate her leg. She fights desperately, but the doctor moves in to begin the procedure. As the doctor prepares to begin, he moves to rip off Bones' toenails. She resists at first, then suddenly laughs, claiming she's used to tearing them off from dancing. Unimpressed, the doctor knocks her unconscious. Meanwhile, Princess sneaks back into the building to find Bones. Along the way, she discovers Pasha locked in a cage, but ignores him and continues her search. Outside, Lothar Markovic arrives with his armed men. Devora contacts him, inviting him inside if he wants to see his son again, unaware that Pasha has already managed to escape. When Bones regains consciousness, the doctor is about to amputate her leg. At that moment, Princess bursts in and fires an arrow, killing him and freeing Bones. As Lothar's heavily armed men storm the building, the other girls rush back inside to warn them. Unbeknownst to everyone, Devora has rigged the entire hotel with explosives. Bones and Princess, now dragging an injured Pasha, reunite with the others as chaos spreads through the building. Suddenly, the lights cut out. Devora emerges from the shadows and demands that they hand over Pasha. With no other choice, they comply. Moments later, Lothar's men flood in and open fire. Pasha tries to call his father off, but Devora steps forward. In a rare moment of sincerity, she tells the girls to run, calling this her final solo. As the girls flee, Devora confronts Lothar, recounting how he destroyed her life and ended her ballet career. She then throws Pasha down before Lothar can react. With a remote in hand, Devora detonates the explosives, destroying the entire building in a massive blast. The girls narrowly escape by jumping out as the hotel erupts in flames, leaving everyone inside presumed dead. Outside, shaken but alive, the girls steal 2 of the guards' motorcycles and ride off. They pass their abandoned bus and finally make it to Budapest. Despite everything, they arrive at the theater, check in as the American dancers, and take the stage. United at last, they deliver a flawless, powerful performance, no longer divided, but a true team. The film ends. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, hit subscribe and the like button, it really helps. See you in the next one. Take care.